Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a first match of the season. I think. Second Val match of the season, but first one we are streaming. We are starting off on Lotus. We are on attacking side. We're seeing the new Ancient Tejo coming out into both sides of the team, so that's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to play out. It's pretty standard comps on both sides, just with minor Sentinels differences. We have a Vice versus a Deadlock on the other side. This is going to be a very interesting map. Lotus is very attacker-sided, so this is going to be definitely shaping up for a great map. So, now that we're getting in, also we are going to be at Genesis this weekend for our Melee players. We have ranked 39th and ranked 32nd in the world players going to be at Genesis. So that's going to be a really fun event to watch as we load into Lotus. Gundy with that Spectrum lightsaber knife. Them just goofing off. So, looking like we're setting up for a split push. So this is gonna be interesting to see how they they're gonna push into each other. So Omen's gonna get picked off instantly, and also Yo's gonna get picked off instantly, bringing this down to a 3 vs 5. Gundy staying back in spawn, looking like they're gonna rotate over to C, trying to get some info before pushing up, and they're gonna see them deadlock wall. So we're gonna see how they're gonna play out from this. Gundy looking back, making sure on flank launch, making sure nothing happened, while Vice and Tejo push up. Lecky checking corners, making sure everything is looking good. Deadlock is gonna get a pick onto our Vice, while Tejo picks up. 4v2. Gundy coming onto site. But Breacher's going to try to get that off defuse, but it does not work. We do get our defuse off. River Falls now with bomb planted. Gundy has double pushed in, and we get picked off. That will be going to the round of defense. With them getting picked off so early in the into the round, it kind of just read up for not the best coordination. Going into a 5v3 situation that fast just really doesn't really well play up for anyone. Looking like the team's gonna stack up for a C push, going into just the deadlock. Deadlock is going to throw up the wall. They're going to bleed that wall out fast. Honey is going to get into that TP to get absolutely picked off. Deadlock kind of just picking everyone off one by one with that Spectre. Gundy trying to get some kills, but was not able to get any. Lecky just getting that one kill for that eco. Now it's UWRF's chance to get that, to have a full buy. So this will be full buy into a half buy. You know, River Falls with all Vandals and a Phantom. Well, they have Specters, a Guardian, and just a Ghost. They're gonna try to defense trying to push up a little aggressively. We'll see how River Falls is gonna respond. Vice kind of working through mid, seeing that Tejo. Honey trying to get that pick off, but ultimately gets picked off by Raze. Trying to get out. We're gonna get that one kill. And almost get a TP off site, so we can't, for that they do not get another. We're in a 4v4 situation. Gundy is going to be going on to trying to prowl onto site. Will not get any information though. Pulls out his Vandal. Making some noise, trying to peek out a bait, see if they will poke their head out so we can get a pick. But they do not take the bait. UWRF looking like they're gonna rotate off C and go somewhere else. Omen staying back, making noise, kind of playing the sound. Opens door. Looking like UWRF is deciding to go rotate back onto A. Omen peeks off, was able to get some hit points off of our players, but we ultimately do not get the plant off in time. But we 3-0 going into the 4th round. Tejo on the side of UWRF is the only one that has a kill. They elected to push up really heavily into a main site. So it's kind of leaving UWRF not being able to push onto A. Hanny weighing back, trying to. Gundy able to get that pick off of Deadlock. But Vice will go down. Omen has gone down. Yoru has gone down. Sponge kind of going on a tear. Leaving it to Gundy and Tejo. Looking like it looks like they know where it is. They just able to get that, but we were not able to connect on that last raise. Kind of just leaving Raze to be able to get that crossfire. UWRF elected to take the timeout. At this moment, River Falls is down by 4 points. This is a perfectly time to get that timeout and try to regroup the team, trying to get the mentals back on point. You know, getting down this much this fast, if we can put a deterrent on mental and can affect the game in a longer term. So perfect way for the coach of UWRF to kind of just take that time out, try to get the team focus back up and re-strategize and come up with a game plan for everyone to get that. UNCG is really playing aggressively. They are really pushing up on A main, and River Falls is just having a difficult time trying to figure out how to deal with that, and it's kind of biting them in the butt to try to get that taken care of. So let's see after that timeout what UWRF has come up with to get that, to kind of strategize that A push. UNCG kind of not stacking on A for the first time. It's looking like they're really pushing up on C. So Deadlock switching over to A. trying to bleed that deadlock wall. Deadlock throws net. UWRF kind of posted up on A. They're watching that mid connector. They're gonna get some information about that from that vice wall, but they did bait it out, so it looks like they're gonna rotate through their spawn onto point. Here comes the push from UNCG. Vicky really popping off so far. Was able to get 2. This now going to be down to a 2v1. Bomb planted in for sight on 2 from trees. Omen is going to pop down that smoke. No, probably telling them that. But we do get that kill off on bringing that to a full 1 situation. Great job on the side of River Falls. Planning on that, when planning that bomb, they really set it up for that they could take that deep bomb defense. You know, planting in the tree, planting, I believe that's called tree, was able to really just kind of. River Falls pushing, looking like they want to do an A push, but UNCG pushing through A. UWRF getting picked, Hanny getting picked off. Bringing this to a 5v3 situation. Vice getting caught in the net. And you know, it's just a really hard situation when you're going into that many people and being down that so many men. It's just not a good situation to be in. River Falls 5-1 going to UNCG. River Falls, you know, Tejo's really picking up the slack for River Falls. 6-4, pretty good stat line. You know, but UNCG is just kind of getting those fights and kind of playing together as a team and getting those trades. Henny getting picked off by Omen there. But I keep trying to find someone. Omen getting out. Bringing this down to a 5v2 situation. This is an equal round for UWRF. Trying to back off, but this deadlock is going to be able to get Gundy. Are they going to be able to get this? They will. Vice falling down. 6-1 going on the half of UNCG. While going up for deadlock, Yoru seeing deadlock, kind of is watching them. I'm not able to get that pick on deadlock. bringing this down to a 5v4 situation, but we do take C site. UWRF kind of set up, but Breach is gonna use her all. Waze is gonna fly into site, able to get, and they're just going to massacre UWRF. (7-1) UNCG. River Falls not being able to use the U2 to the best ability, while UNCG really taking the util to taking advantage. Ray's movement has been really phenomenal on this half. They're just really comboing those util together, and it's really setting UWRF off of their mark. And he's sending the TP out. Fade throwing eye. They get cannon net. Sound alert. Pushing up. And you're gonna get picked off instantly. UNCG kind of just waiting for this ball. We're gonna get one. Going into a 1v. Get Raze. Gundy kind of knowing where they are. You're gonna use eye to try to find them, but they do destroy it.
30 seconds left.
Gundy picking up Spike. Trying to bait that Yuto off, but they're just not going to connect. Trying to plow and steam. Sticks the plan, is able to get the plan. They now have to, this now makes it for that they need to go. They get that stun, that Teho Util is going to get Gundy. Looking this to an 8-1.
You see, I can play by the book from time to time.
That was a great combo use off this site of UNCG. You know, get that stun in, making sure that Gundy could not get out of Teho Util, and that's just going to do mass damage, and Gundy was already weak, so it just killed.
Cutting through. Here.
No, how are you gonna get? You're gonna try to get TP out, but does get caught by Teho Teho Util. Omen trying to get these picks of the people trying to push in. Is gonna bleed out Raze's ult. That's gonna be huge, wasting their ult. You know, getting that kill off Raze while she was trying to ult really brought this down to a 4v4 situation. UWRF trying to decide what they're gonna do with the bomb. Looking like they might try to go for an A push. Omen C got eyes on Sponge. Sponge relaying that information to team. Their team kind of rotating back onto A. Deadlock is staying though on C. Sound goes off. UWF really needs to get that bomb down. Time is ticking. UWF just by hey was able to get that bomb down. 3-3 going into that.
Last player standing.
But UWRF will not be able to connect with any of the three and pushes that into a 9-1. Looking at the scoreboard, you know, UNCG really doing very well. We got a 13-4, 12-2, 8-6, 7-3, and a 5-3. Those are really good up in the stats. And that 5-3, even though it's not high in kills, they have 11 assists. You know, that Breach is really doing its job as an initiator, kind of initiating those fights and just kind of doing some damage enough to help out the teammate just collect on those kills. River Falls gonna get one, but immediately gets traded out. Vice dropping the ult, but they looking like they might push up through connector though. You know, three looking into 3. This could be, they pick off all Vice. But Gundy is going to be able to get that power. But standing in the middle of Breach ability util, going down into a 1v2, still winnable. But Deadlock is going to see them and get that pick. 10-1 going into the last round. (14-3), 13-4. You know, Tejo and Ray is really doing a lot of work here. They're gonna see that Deadlock. Drop that util. They're gonna really need to break this wall fast. TP goes out. Krone goes out by Yoru. Fade is gonna ult. TP's into sight. Gets caught by net. Well, UNCG kind of falls back and regroups. You know, they can really play this. They're going to take sec together and try to just overwhelm UWRF. No trace going in, but Tejo is caught by Deadlock ult. That's going to be a confirmed kill onto Tejo, leaving just Omen in a 1v5, and they unfortunately would not be able to connect with anyone. 11-1 going into half. This has been kind of a shutout on the side of UNCG. River Falls seeing what they can do on the defending side now. You know, able to get that first pick off on Omen and Gundy. Now Hyan going down to a 5v2 situation onto side. We are gonna flash onto side, try to retake it. Slowly pushing down, but Gonna get picked off. Tejo low. But we're gonna go on a tear. Tejo is low on the other side as well. But we do not see that deadlock, so they're gonna be able to peek that corner and take out. 12-1 match point for the UNCG. UNCG sending Deadlock to go and get some information on C, but they're gonna heavily fast push onto A main. They're gonna get 2. They're gonna get 3. This might be it for UWRF in the first map. Where he's gonna send that boombox out, try to get some information, but they're gonna realize that it's a free site. UWRF last 2 soldiers kind of pushing through their spawn. They're going to kind of peek if they have information on the last 2 players. Omen was able to get that raise, bringing us down to a 2v4. Not checking on corners, get punished for it. Now they're going to flood Omen, and that's going to be map 1. 13-1 going to the side of UNCG. Now with that, we will be back momentarily for map 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going on our way to Haven. This is going to be a 3-sided site, so that means we will have an A, B, and a C site. This is going to be an interesting round. We're going to go with some UWRF playing kind of a standard comp. Well, something that has not been played in the pro scene that often is Cypher on the opposite side. At least to my knowledge, it hasn't been played recently. Of a mind, but going into Haven, we got looking like UNC Greensboro. We got Jet, Bleach, Omen, Sova, and Cypher. On the side of UWRF, we got Sova, Tejo, Yoru, Astra, and Vice. This is going to be an interesting map. UWRF is going to take attack aside. Again, this is going to be a 3-sided map, so it's definitely going to have some interesting rotations and all that stuff. Let's get into UWRF. Looking like they're going to set up to go C-side. This is going to be looking like it could be a potential fast-paced push. But UNC Greensboro kind of looking like they're just going to leave A site open. Cypher is did set up on C, but is rotating over to A. Vice with bomb in hand. And you're going to get that early peek, throw clone up. You're going to throw TP up. You're going to look like they was going to blind, but it's not going to blind. And they get that TP out. Get blind. Trying to get some stuff in. Bomb goes down on C. Very fast plant on from UWRF. But they're looking like they're going to get that flank. They're going to get 2 on the UNC Greensboro. They're going to get 3, and then they get the 5 for flawless. UNC Greensboro trying kind of just flooded onto site, and we just kind of fell. Going into this round, UWRF is going to go onto a full save, while University of North Carolina Greensboro going to go into a bye.
That Cypher is a dead man. Cutting through.
Honey gonna push up, gonna get that Cypher, gonna pick up that Spectre, assuming there's gonna be another, but does not get the second. 2 into Garage. Omen and Bleach holding that cross. You know, Bump to get down. They're gonna pick up. Sofa's not gonna be watching flank. Well, they are gonna get some information, not a lot. 2 coming from Garage. They are gonna pick off Tejo. They are gonna push on. They did not. They are gonna get that stun off. Gundy will get hit.
Last player standing.
Gundy is trying to be a heroic, but does fall to the Omen. That is round 2. Going into 3. UWRF gonna get that full buy. We got some pretty new looking skins on the side of River Falls. UNCG gonna go with what they got. Spectre, Ghost Spectre, and then a Marshall with UWRF looking like for Vandals. Astro Star goes up, but we're gonna get that nasty 1-tap off from Yoru. Honey gonna get turn around before it doesn't get caught by accident, but does fall. Cypher coming from the back. We're all gonna get that information from the wall, but it does look like no one's really paying attention to flank, so we're gonna get that. Looking like they might come back, rotate up from sewers. UWRF gonna try to rotate off site. They're gonna most likely try to go for a fast rotation to C, but it's looking like University of North Carolina Greensboro is gonna kind of read that, and they're gonna throw over the sofa onto C. They're gonna get some information. Gundy is gonna try to get some information, but they are gonna get out of LA
30 seconds left.
of that arrow. Getting falling in shot. Astra, UWRF Astra is gonna get a pick off it,
Last player standing.
but Vice gonna fall.
10 seconds left.
They know where it is, and we are not gonna be able to get that plant out. This will be just a good save round for the University of River Falls. Try to save that Vandal. UNC Greensboro will be getting their bonus. You know, River Falls is starting to get a little bit more traction than they were doing on Lotus. We're gonna go take whole Uto into site, try to get some stuff, but there's gonna be two looking from windows. Breach Uto goes out, trying to get something, but will not connect on anyone. They're gonna rotate over to B side.
Blocking vision concealment.
Astra gonna still push up for Garage, get picked off, making this a 5v4.
Spike down.
We're gonna try to get that util. We're gonna catch Sofa in that util. I'm picking up that Vandal. They're gonna TP onto site. Not still getting picked one by one. Can Hana be the heroic? Can Hana get that kills? Will fall on the side of Bleach. UNCG 4-0. University of North Carolina and Greensboro really playing well on the side that they are just playing the util all together, making it very difficult for River Falls to kind of connect on stuff. It's just really flooding them and kind of overwhelming them with util, kind of pushes them off mental, and it's causing some issues. So we are going to see how River Falls is going to respond. Honey gonna choose to use all the jet going. It's going to get an early picked on to Tejo. They're gonna see 3 on A. Honey's gonna relay that information back to his team. Gonna drop TP out and gonna tell them to, hey, we gotta move out. We are gonna get the pick on Cypher. Cypher has fallen. But Greensboro is going to read the fact that we're not going to go A, and now it's kind of rotating, spreading that manpower that they have all around. Jet going to be able to connect on Honey. Bringing this into a 43. Bomb is going to go on down on the side of River Falls. We do stick it. They're going to start flooding into site. Bomb down. Gundy trying to just pick up information.
Player standing.
Vice is going to fall to Sova.
take flight.
Oh, Gundy's gonna get that amazing kill on Omen, but it's not enough to secure the round. UNC Greensboro gonna get that round 5-0 on the side of UNCG. Timeout has been initiated by UNCG, CG, University of North Carolina, Greensboro. This is going to give time for UWRF and them to kind of strategize. UNC Greensboro kind of just picking in, they're using your util really well with each other. It just overwhelms UWRF. If you're getting util spammed, it's really hard to kind of get out of it, try to play around it. So, UWF is gonna take some time and kind of strategize from this timeout. With 17 seconds remaining, it's just a good time for both teams to just figure out and regroup on mental. And we're back in the game. River Falls looking like they're going to push up into Garage. Cypher's going to hear some information, going to try to get... Cypher's going to be able to get that pick off on you. But Sponge is going to come in and kind of just start picking them off one by one. UNCG, Greensboro going to get that kill, making it 6-0. Jet with that op on the side of UNCG. Honey, gonna go into push up, get that fake in. Trying to push up fast. Gonna peek that corner. It's gonna get that Cypher. But Breach is gonna know that there is. There's two on site, and the rest of them kind of following in. Gonna get another one on a 3-tier. We get a flawless on the side of River Falls, making this a 6-1. That was a fantastic play on the side of River Falls. We're able to get Yoru was able to go off and get a 4-piece, securing that round for us. Hani trying to get an early pick onto C. Hani kind of swaying those common areas, trying to see if there's going to be anyone there to connect. Breach is going to use his ult. Hani is going to get out, but bomb does go down. C-long. So, River Falls is going to have to play to get that bomb recovered back. UNC Greensboro is definitely going to have to know that bomb is down, and they are going to try their absolute best to try and prevent them from getting that bomb back. Cypher is going to be camping in that corner, and we will get bomb, but peeks again. We're going to start getting picked off one by one. Getting shot from behind. We are going to get Cypher picking off Vice. 5v1. Can UW Gundy go off, getting that ace. We're all gonna get that one, but they all gonna pick that op again. So UNCG will have an op going into round 8, 7-1 on the side of UNCG.
Try not to die. Time to jump.
I need some out TP.
I'll handle this.
Yo, we're gonna pop that all, trying to get as much information as possible. He's going to see the C site is mostly clean out, but there's going to be 2 looking into that C. But he does see the 3rd, so he's know that he's gonna relay that information onto his team. He's gonna try to get some heroic plays, but he's ultimately gonna TP out. Sova and Tejo pushing on C, but they're going to fall back. They're looking like we're going to try to get that A push. Making sure that we're checking corners. Cypher able to get R2. Going into a 5v2 situation. Jet was able to get that pick. Waiting for that razor wire to come down before they push. Making sure there's no one off him.
Last player standing.
Vice goes down. They're going to flood sight. They're ultimately going to get Yoru, making this an 8-1 going on side the UNCG.
My thanks.
Flawless.
No one left to send a message. Oh well.
That Cypher has been really popping off this side. They're really getting caught on the flank side. UWRF is really getting caught by flank. And it's showing. That Cypher is really tearing up the back lines on the side of UW River Falls. Yo, you're pushing up mid.
Cutting through.
Throwing TP out. Gonna throw their clone in. Breacher's gonna try to flash. Silver's gonna throw a shock dart. Yo, you're gonna continue to pick up flash out. It's gonna C3. Kind of retreat back. Are they gonna peek fast enough? No, they're not. Yo, we're gonna try to re-peek. Bomb has not been planted yet. UNCG gonna look like they're gonna try to flooding onto site. Gundy's trying to plant bomb. Gets the plant off. Gonna fall back, try to play def. Vice flash goes up. They're all gonna get a recon. Vice does get seen. It's gonna get picked off by the Jet.
Last player standing.
Gundy goes down.
One enemy remaining.
Astra's trying to get that save, but the defense does go on for the side of UNCG.
Gun here.
9-1. Hani is gonna see if anyone pushes up. They're not gonna see anyone. Jet is gonna get that, but they are able to get that pick. There goes the op. Op is now done sewers. Yoyo's gonna TP onto site. Cypher is lurking. Honey is trying to get some information. Not gonna see anything.
Last player standing.
And we're all going to fall from a team ace on the side of UNCG.
In the half.
This is gonna be the last round and a half. (10-1) on UNCG. If we breach util, Honey's gonna get picked off by Jet. Astra goes down by Cypher. We keep trying to get a pick, but it will not be able to connect. Gundy gonna drone into garage, does not see anyone. No util has been gained, and no intel has been gained from that drone. Like they're just gonna hold up into the spawn, trying to decide where they're gonna go. Sova's gonna do it, does not connect with anyone. I keep gonna try to get that corner, but they're gonna get picked off one by one. River Falls is falling. Gundy gonna be able to save it all.
Flawless.
Gundy was not able to save it for UWF. 11-1 going into half.
Switching sides.
I hate to say it, but probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
Going into pistol rounds, UWRF and UNCG. This potential could be the last map of the series.
Do it again.
Gonna get that shock drop on from UNCG. Not able to connect. Jet gonna go in with the dash into the crowd burst. Not see anything. They're gonna get a fast free plant onto B. Both sides. 3 stacked up on right side. Tree gonna be able to get the River Falls dropping like flies. They're gonna shock drone. They will be able to. They're all going to get that unlucky. Gundy is going to get on the Jet. 4v2.
One enemy remaining.
Tree trying to get connect. Silver taking out Silver. They're not just going to get these crossfires. They're going to push up. Are they going to be able to find them? They're going to. River Falls going on a dream, but they are ultimately going to lose 12-1 going into match point for UNCG.
Match point.
Free. Jet gonna get that off Astra. 5v4. Yuto going in from the UNCG. They're gonna. Gundy is going to be able to. They're gonna go down 3v2. Yo is very low, 10 HP. UNCG looking like they're gonna rotate off. My guess is this is going to be a C push, which is going to be a free open site for them. They're fast rotating up there. No one's going to be on the side of C to stop them. They're going to get a really nice setup.
Spike planted.
Like, just being missed by that Cypher. Like, you're going to 2v2. This is anyone's round. Honey, gonna check them corners. You're gonna miss those sheriff shots. That could be the cider.
One enemy remaining.
But he will be able to get that Sova. It's gonna be a 1v1. But they're not gonna be it. That is it. That has been game. UNCG going 13-1 both maps. That is it, folks. That has been the match for the night. UNCG takes this series 2-0. That is it. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I believe there will be another game tomorrow that will be streamed. Unfortunately, I will not be casting as I will be in Genesis. It will be Overwatch tomorrow. That's it. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Goodbye.